Hey everybody, welcome back to the Progressive Voice here. Today we got another news story coming to you guys. So Donald Trump has actually, of course, through Twitter, has said some things about burning the American flag and that there should be legal punishment for it. Either being loss of citizenship, which is extremely harsh, or a year in jail. So basically, he wants to throw people into jail who have burned a flag, literally lit a piece of cloth on fire with a lighter, or however the fuck they want to light it on fire with, into jail with murderers, rapists, all that type of stuff. That seems pretty harsh as well, doesn't it? Anyways, here's the exact quote. So, quote, nobody should be allowed to burn the American flag. If they do, there must be consequences, perhaps loss of citizenship or year in jail. Okay, so both of those are extremely harsh. Now, I think it's a joke that he actually said this through Twitter, and I think that should be shut down because we're gonna hear a lot of stupid shit like this. But this has actually already taken a lot of its course, the whole flag burning thing in history, and it has come to show that it actually is protected under our First Amendment and under freedom of symbolic speech and all that type of stuff. And the state of Texas actually tried to argue that it goes to a whole nother level, that, it unites the country and it represents the unity of the country. But the argument was made that it is protected against under symbolic speech, and also that the burning of the flag was actually discriminated by ideas and how you felt when you burned it. So it was a discrimination towards the action, and it wasn't actually the action but the reaction. So this is a huge thing, and I think that once we start, infringing upon the First Amendment, I think that we start to go the opposite of what America should be, which should be free speech and ability to have as much freedom, and speech is the main thing, because without it, it's really hard to have a government that truly represents the people. And without it, you start to have, Trump he said he wants to open up the libel laws and all that type of stuff. Like, you kind of get stuff like that. So it's very important that we make sure we keep our First Amendment rights. But let's get deeper into this Supreme Court case, will we? So, his name was Gregory Lee Johnson. He had burned an American flag outside of the convention center where the 1984 Republican National Convention was being held in Dallas, Texas. He actually burned it to protest the policies of President Ronald Reagan. Now, I think this is a great right that Americans hold, because the fact that if they are unhappy with the government, they can, do it on their private property. I'm not saying that any public item should be damaged. If it's private, it should be okay, and if it doesn't harm anybody or doesn't hurt anybody, it should be fine. And especially if it's private and is not, public owned, and such as that, right? So, he was actually arrested and charged with violating a Texas statute that prevented the desecration of a venerated object, including the American flag, if such action were likely to incite anger in others. A Texas court tried and convicted Johnson. He appealed, arguing that his actions were, quote, symbolic speech protected by the First Amendment. The Supreme Court agreed to hear his case. So they heard his case out, and it was a 5-4 ruling. Majority of the court agreed with Johnson, and what they said was, quote, in particular, the majority noted that the Texas law discriminated upon viewpoint, i.e., although the law punished actions such as flag burning that might arouse anger in others, it specifically exempted from prosecution actions that were respectful of venerated objects, e.g., burning and bearing a worn-out flag. The majority said that the government could not discriminate in this manner based solely upon viewpoint. Okay, so basically what they're saying here is that they shouldn't be able to convict on burning the flag if you're going to discriminate by viewpoint, basically saying that you should not be able to say that, oh, he's burning a flag, but he's doing it in being against America. He should be convicted, but the other guy, he just burned a flag peacefully, and then he put a worn-out flag and buried it. I don't really understand, but the main point here is I don't want it to get this too long. We should not infringe upon our First Amendment rights, and free speech is a very important aspect of America and what it is supposed to be as a free nation. And without the First Amendment, as a nation, we are truly fundamentally lost, and we are very deprived of being free and being able to express ourselves and have the government represent its people.